And we'll start with a little eye shut, an eye shut moment, belly breathing, diaphragmatic. Let your thumbs touch your heart and check in and see what you need for your practice today. Maybe just a state of calm and a good flow, or to work strong and with challenge, whatever it is you need. Set your intention. Inhale, setting that intention, and exhale, getting rid of any past or future thoughts, being in the moment. And we'll let that be our intention, to stay in the present moment, linking our movements with breath. When you're ready, let your eyes open and inhale, lift up your arms. We're going to start with half moon. Inhale, lift up and over, and stretch out the spine. We'll do that several times. Inhale and exhale. You can have your hands attached together at the palms, or you can leave them separated. Your choice. Inhale, like someone's pulling your arms up, and exhale. Let's do that again before we hold a pose. We'll go inhale, lift, and exhale. Bring it down and let your hand come down. We'll cross that foot, adding some rotation and seeing how the shoulders are today. Find a place that feels particularly good to you and hold. 8, 7, breathe into the ribs, and you can soften your wrist just a little bit, Ellen. See if that helps. Can you feel how it like wants to bend backwards? Just lengthen through it. Yeah. So we'll be really good on the joint. We did great. Inhale to come up and go really tall, and exhale, other side, Ardha Chandrasana. And you can add on that left hand coming down your thigh, right foot crossing over. You're welcome to add on some rotation. And find a place that serves you and hold, breathing into the right rib cage. Breathing fuller. Gorgeous. Take another inhale and expand the rib cage. And then exhale to come back up. The feet are going to go underneath. And we're going to take 5 chairs, which is Ookatasana. So let the heels be heavy, the shoulder blades down and back, knees track with the second toe. And I like the feet to be in line with your anatomical hip. So not the fleshy part, but the middle of where your femur hits your acetabulum. And 2 more. And take 1 more and then hold steady. Your heels are heavier, your shoulders are down the back. If you'd like to add on, palms come together, keep your thighs the same, add a rotation from the spine, in other words, the legs stay the same, and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come back up, hold, inhale, realign the legs, palms come together, add rotation to the other side, hook the elbow on the outside of the thigh if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now inhale and face front, hold, and then go forward to the floor. Your feet are going to go back to the back of your mat. Right now you're in a high plank. Elbows bend. You can take an up dog. Lift up your hips. Now if you'd like, add a push up, down dog. Hold the down dog. If you want, you can bend one knee and bend the other. The walking dog. Pedal the dog, right and left. 4, 3, 2, and then both heels press. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you can come up to the hands any way you need to. At first, your inhale is going to lengthen your back like you're an L. And as your blood pressure adjusts, come up, take your time, inhale, and exhale. We're going to take that Vinyasa again. Hands to the floor, let the feet go back, bend the elbows, and take an inhale, up dog. Really open the chest and heart, abs strong. You're standing on your hands, you're not sinking at all. Lift up your hips. You can add a push-up, downward dog. And this time put your left foot on your right heel and really get that right calf a little bit more. Not an aggressive stretch, but a little bit more than last one. 5, 4, 3, 2. Left foot down. Now the right foot's going to push that left heel. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take another inhale. And exhale to put both heels down. And then looking up at your hand, you can step or walk up there, halfway up, like an L. And go all the way up. Take a bit of a back bend here. Inhale. And one more time, Vinyasa. Hands down, feet back. You're in the high push-up. Bend the elbows. When you're in up dog or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana this time, look over the right shoulder, stretch the neck. Inhale forward. Look over the left shoulder, stretch the neck. Inhale forward, straight ahead, lift up, add a push-up, down dog, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come up to your hands, halfway position. You're like an L. Now go all the way up and back. And then hands come to your heart, thumbs touch. Lift and spread your toes, and then take your right foot into a tree pose, Ookatasana. Right foot on the inner thigh or on the calf. And you can reach your arms up. Good, and we're gonna hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Palms come together. The thumbs touch the heart. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, lower that foot. Lift and spread your toes. And lower them down. There's a little space between each toe. Left foot comes up to your calf or your inner thigh. You can help it out. Your foot pushes on your leg pushes back. And let's go up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the one, the palms come together. Beautiful. The thumbs touch the heart, and then let the left foot down. Good. Adding on, sitting into a chair. That's the first possible option. If you'd like to, add on your right thigh wrapping once, maybe twice. Your right toes are going to be behind that left calf. Now, if you'd like to add on, add your left arm underneath and wrap until the palms touch, or the best you can, elbows up to shoulder height. 10, 9, Garudasana, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then open up, and then let your hands come together. Now there's a little blood pressure adjustment that needs to happen. And then sit into a chair. And then add on the other leg. Possible one time, maybe 2 times of a wrap. Right arm comes underneath. Whoa. The elbows lift to shoulder height. Palms touch. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and exhale, stand up, hands come to the heart. And then one more balance pose here. We're gonna take the right arm up and make it to the foot or the ankle, holding a quadricep stretch in a vertical position. You're very tall on this one. Your left knee is soft. You're holding the ribs down and the pubic bone up so the low back doesn't get too inwardly swayed. 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. If you'd like to add on, push your foot into your hand. Anatavajasana is dancer pose, king dancer. 10, 9, push the foot, lift up that leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on your exhale, come down that foot, Pause. Samastitihi, balancing the mind-body breath. Left arm goes up, and that's a little stretch just in and of itself to get the arm back there. Left hand, left foot, right arm out. Stand tall. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, roots are down, 2, and a possible add-on, press the foot into the hand. It's more about the leg going up behind you than the torso falling forward. 10, 9, good, 8, the knee's going to try to travel out. You're going to keep it in line with your hip. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, take another inhale. And then gracefully come back down. Good, it was 3 balance poses. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, lift the arms. A little bit of a back bend. Sit down in a chair, Ookatasana, but this time if you'd like to add on, lift up the heels. All the toes have equal weight. 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale. Heels lower, hands to the floor. Let the feet go back. Holding here. If you'd like, take a right hand side plank. If that's too much, then go to your elbow. 5, Vasisthasana, 4, 3, 2, let the left hand come down. You're in a front plank, and now left hand side plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The hand is down. Pause. Adding on, elbows bend. Up dog, Urdhva Svanasana. Lift up your hips, that push up. Down dog. Now hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Come up to your hands, and you can step or you can jump. If you jump, land like a cat. Soft, halfway up. Go all the way up. Inhale, hands come to your heart, thumbs touch. Left foot goes back, open up. Toes are going to point inward a bit, hands open. Your wrists are over your ankles. Posterior Padottanasana. Spread out wide ankle pose. Beautiful, inner thigh, good. I love the even hips. You can add on interlaced fingers at your lower back and then lift the arms. And take it for 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and exhale, hands come to your ankles, lift the heart, lengthen your spine, exhale, forward fold again, you might even pull on your ankles, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, and then we're going to take our hands on the floor as if you have a clock underneath your face. The right hand is at 3 o'clock and the left hand's at 9 o'clock. Now turn your hands around the clock just one way and pull on the floor till you get a little stretch in your lap or the shoulder and the side body. So we're pulling on the floor. Keep going if you need. You're just walking your hands around the numbers of the clock until you feel the stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now walk your hands back on the clock, 3 and 9, and then go the opposite way. So walk your hands counterclockwise, pull on the floor, get a better stretch. Knees are soft. Hips and knees and ankles are all in the same vertical plane. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then come back and walk your hands out. This is the hammock pose. Now it's almost like putting a down dog together with the spread out wide ankle pose. Your hips are over your knees, over the ankles, are in that same vertical plane. 5, inner thighs feeling great. 4, neck feeling soft. 3, 2, and then walk your hands back closer to the underneath the shoulder position. Let your hands go to your hip bones. Go up halfway and let your blood pressure adjust for a moment. You're long in the back, even longer. And then exhale, once your blood pressure starts feeling settled, come up, go back, elbow squeeze, heartless. Hold that, 5, 4. Your chin can stay tucked so that your neck is safe. 3, 2, and exhale, neutral spine. Open up the arms, 5-pointed star. Turn the right toes towards the sidewall, bend the right knee. And then we're going to take a little windmill here. So the arms are going to just stretch in this little circle. 2. Good. And this is a strong pose already. The right thigh is working in a one-legged squat. We're doing 2 more for 5 total. Your right knee is on top of the heel. Your left leg is straight. 1 more. Now the next time that your left hand is back near your left thigh, think of lifting your spine out of your pelvis and holding Posterior Vinyasa. Hold, the right knee is at 90. You're getting strong there. You're making sure not to press on that knee with your left hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, warrior 2, and palms up. And let's look over that right hand. Opening up the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let the right arm come down, let the left arm go over. And hold, reach to your left arm. 5, 4, 3. Those of you that do want to go lower, please go. 2. Feels amazing, doesn't it? Inhale. Now strong thighs bring you up. Straighten that right knee. You're in 5-pointed star. Turn the other foot. Left toes down. Now we're going to take those windmills. You're actually stretching the sides dynamically as you do this windmill. And inhale, reach up. And exhale over. And again. And the next time that your right hand is on your thigh or your calf, stay there. This is so good. Sink into the left thigh. 5. Good. 4. 3. Posterior Vinyasa. 2. Inhale. Warrior. Palms up. Look over the hand. You imagine you're a light warrior. You're expanding through your arms, expanding through your chest. 3, 2. Now this arm is going to come down. You're still long in the spine, and some of you went down to the floor. So you could be here or here. 5, 4. Yep, 3. Maybe either place is fine. 2. Let your body decide and not your ego. It's okay to back off some days and then come up. Really good. And then straighten that knee. Now we're going to go right back down again, but I want to offer a different hand position. Either hold on to your elbows or palms together, flip, and you're in a reverse prayer pose. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. And then come back up to halfway. You're really long. Once you feel your blood pressure's adjusted, do a bit of a back bend over your arms or your hand. 5, 4. Good. 3, that looks great. 2. Come back into neutral. And the hands are going to stretch out. Turn the right foot, and we're going to take the left foot to meet it. Samasthiti. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, sitting down. Ookatasana. Bring your hands to the floor. Let your feet go to the rear. You can take a right side plank on your elbow or on your hand and take a tree pose with it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let this left hand come down. Beautiful. Side plank. 5, 4, 3, 2. And this hand comes down. Now we're going to bend the elbows, up dog, lift it up, Drop your chin and stretch the neck this way, like you're looking between the hands. And then inhale up, lift up your hips, push up possibility, heels press. Lift your right leg up towards the sky and make any movements you need to wake up that hip. It's in the air, you can move the ankle, you can flip the hip, stretch up through the leg, act like I'm pulling your leg. Inhale, exhale, right foot comes up to your hands. Now while you're here, go back and forth. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, close. Inhale, lift, and exhale, close. You're going to feel the hips, the hamstrings. I love this one. It lets you know what's going on when we do these little Vinyasa movements, these little dynamic movements. And it gets blood flow into the muscles that we're going to hold a little more statically. It gets synovial fluid to the joints. Now, we're going to stay low, fingertips on the floor, and lift up your heart. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on the one, the left foot can come in just a little bit. Inhale, you're going to stand up tall. Now when you stand up, double check. Your right foot's in line with your right hip, left foot in line with your left foot. Take 3 circles where you stretch your arms up and back, and then you can hold on to your fingers at your lower back or reverse namaste. And Posterior is pyramid pose. Your right knee is soft, looking at the right foot. Five more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Now inhale, 1 more, lift up your arms, lift up both heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower your heels, let your hands come down, let your right foot meet the left, elbows bend, take an inhale, up dog, lift your hips, add your push up, down dog. Now the left leg goes up. Now move that leg, find some ways that stretch that leg that you need today. You can act like I'm pulling your leg. Spread out your hands like pieces of pie or between the fingers. Stretch out those hands. Press into the mat so you're not collapsing in the wrist. Inhale. And on your exhale, your left foot can come forward to your hands. Inhale, back and forth. Lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Left hip back, right hip forward. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale, getting some blood flow in there. Hamstrings, hips, right hip, flexors. 2 more. 1 more. And then next time, left knee is about 90 degrees. Lift up your heart and hold. Shoulder blades down the back. Neck is soft. Reach through that back leg. Take another inhale. On the exhale, the right foot's going to come in a few inches. And it's in line with your right hip. Your left foot's in line with your left hip as you come up. Once your blood pressure is settled, 3 arm circles. Make sure the feet are on a railroad track and not a tightrope. You can interlace your fingers or reverse namaste. The main thing is look at the shoulders. You want to make sure they're open. Inhale. This is a chest opener. Left hamstring is open. If you're hypermobile, and sometimes people who are drawn to yoga are, you really want to make sure that left knee is soft and protected with your muscle and not jamming backwards into a joint, into a ligament, and overstretching it. So there's a little bit of softness. You want to make sure there's no horizontal wrinkles in your knee when you look at it. If there are, you're probably bending too much backwards. Hyperextension can lead to injury and unnecessary wear and tear on the joint. 3, 2, and standing up, going up, lift up. You can lift up the heels, inhale. And exhale, lower the heels, bring those hands back down, let the feet go back. Now, the right hand's gonna take that side plank as a possibility. Another possibility is to add on the left foot behind you, lift up your heart. This is Mudrasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale, side plank, front plank, side plank, right foot back, lift up, push strong with your right foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale, side plank, front plank, elbows bend, up dog, lift your hips up, push up, down dog. Heels press. This is coming back inside. It's like you're going into your little cave, coming back to a normal breathing pattern in case you were holding your breath. You're breathing again. 2, wide hands. And you can step or jump if you're jumping, land like a cat. Halfway up. Good, all the way up once your blood pressure settles. Go into a back bend. And the hands come to your heart, Samasthiti, and hold. We're going to be adding on. This time, sitting in a chair. The knees are in line with your hips or in line with your ankles. This could be your pose, or if you'd like to, lift up your right ankle and make a figure 4 with your thigh. You notice how your pelvis is still in the same plane. If you'd like, reach your right arm back and your left arm from the lower back up. If you can't reach your hands, just do the best you can. Use a tool, a towel will be fine, or your shirt. Yeah, beautiful. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale and exhale, hands together at the heart. Sitting down, left ankle, right thigh. Now, check in, the right hip is going to try to kick out, but you don't want it to. If you'd like to, add on. Lift up. Nice. One hip's getting a stretch, one leg is getting work. The shoulder and the tricep are getting stretched. Good, length it, pull the head back, that's it, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale, lower that foot down. Gorgeous, the hands are gonna come together. Beautiful job, and we're gonna take the fingertips down towards the floor. Inhale, lift up, there is a small squat that happens here. And then from here, hands down. Lower the feet to the back of the mat. Elbows bend, up dog. Lift up your hips. Add a push-up, down dog. And then lower the knees. Now, when you're in the knees, your hands are underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Lift up your right leg and pause. If that's okay, take your left hand to that foot and push up towards the sky. And lengthen the shoulder. You're square to the floor still. Your right hand is very strong and your shoulder blade stabilizers are making your shoulder blade flat on the back. 4, 3, 2, exhale. That knee comes down, the hand comes down. Realign, left leg up. Right hand, push. Press. 5, 4, 3, really strong. 2, make sure your elbow is not backwards. Inhale. And then exhale. One child pose, press the hips back. Hold that child pose. Your hips are gonna go back to your heels. If that does not serve you, maybe your knees feel uncomfortable, just do the best you can. You can also leave your hips in the air if you want on that one to be puppy dog pose if your knees don't like to flex that much. I'll just demo that for a moment. Now we're going to add on the Ookatasana pose. This is Camel. I'm going to show it a couple different ways. This is a Vinyasa. I'm going to show you different ways if your knees don't like to do this. You can put your hands behind you and lift up your heart. Press, and it's so tempting to throw your head back, but you want some tone in the head, or sorry, in the neck. So I'm going to look ahead like I have an apple between my chin and my chest. I have a really long neck, so maybe a grapefruit would be better. If you have a really short neck, maybe a peach would be better. So just find what feels like there's no wrinkles in the back of the neck. 5, and there's no strain. 4, 3, good. 2. Now lower your booty, and then let's take a child pose, but open up the knees this time so the belly goes right down the middle. And if you like presses, just imagine I'm pressing on your lower back and pushing the hips towards the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and take an inhale. And exhale, we're going to go into it a different way. So if you really like that way and you know this next way doesn't serve you, you've got another plan. Let your feet come into a curled under position and set up on your shins. Oh, by the way, you can always take your pad underneath and make it happier. Left arm goes back to the heel. And this is where a yoga block comes in handy if you can't quite reach your heel. And lift up. Now let's just say you can't do that either. Just come to here. It's just fine. Or you can do one heel at a time and hold for 3 counts each. Otherwise, holding, lifting up. Your belly is strong, so you're not hanging out in your low back. You've got that peach or that apple under your chin. 4, there's a string pulling you up. 3, 2, reach one hind forward, the other, child pose, rest. Now we're going to walk the hands over to one side while we're in the child pose. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk it to the other. Reach. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Inhale. And then exhale and come back. Third set. Come on back. Your knees is here. Your knees are underneath you. I'm going to do it from the other side. That way, if you're doing 3 on each hand, you can stay there. Otherwise, both lift up. We'll just hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale your arms forward. Stay in your abs. One more time. Child pose. And then we're going to head into a squat. So I'm adjusting the mat now. And Malasana is to have both feet on the ground, hands together. You can even lower them. This is the squat, but if you'd like to, you can do Happy Baby instead. I'll just demo that. And when you're in Happy Baby, it looks like this. So that's fine, especially if your knees don't like to be in this position. I've watched documentaries of other cultures. They're, let's see, like the New Guinea. They're sitting by this, these older men are sitting by the side of the river, skinning fish this way. So we can keep doing postures like this to keep them in our repertoire, or get on the floor, play with kids. Hold this. 5, your feet are flat. You have a little arch right here between the mound of the big toe and the heel, inner heel. 4, 3, 2, good, and 1, and then let that belly down. Great. Bound angle. Let the feet soles come together. Now you can also remove some flesh. Get that booty. Inhale and exhale, hinge. I like to use this one as a chance to open up the big toes as well. You can make sure those feet are flexible. Hinge. There's a little bit of flexion that happens. That looks so good. Relax the neck. And hold. Exhales are relaxing any tension. 10, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come up, let your feet go in front. Ookatasana is reverse plank. Now for reverse plank, you can modify by having the feet on the floor and the knees bent, and it looks like a reverse table like this. If you know you want to make it a little bit of a longer lever, which is harder, put your feet out. This is Ookatasana. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. You're looking down at the toes. That's gorgeous. Inhale. And exhale. Lower the hips. Now we're going to take the legs out wide. So we're just throwing in different postures today. If this doesn't serve you, you can stand up and do the one that we had spread out legs bent over. Seated postures are actually harder for people that are tight because the lumbar spine flexes. They're not comfortable here, and it puts the lumbar spine in flexion. So I don't do seated as much. I see everybody today is looking good, so I'm going forward. And if you can reach your toe, great. If not, just sort of hover around it. 5, 4, 3, 2. See how it's giving in. And then take an inhale, come up. That was gorgeous. Lift your spine and exhale. Other. And hand to that foot. And hold. You can open up. Breathing. And 5. That looks gorgeous. And 4. And 3. And 2. Oh, so nice. Inhale on the exhale, come up. Let's go right down the middle. Your hands can be on the floor or on your feet, and relax. The rule of thumb is if when you sit, your spine goes behind your pelvis, then the seated stretches aren't ideal for you. You want to do this standing up or lying down with a strap in your foot. If you can sit where your spine is still over top your pelvis or can hinge forward, then you're good. And your inner thighs feel the stretch. You're not struggling back here just to be seated on the floor. So let's just take 4, 3, 2. Hold it a little bit longer. It feels too good to leave. And inhale and come back up. We're going to do the mermaid. So we're just going to have some fun with these seated postures today. Mermaid looks like double triangles. Your left foot's on your right. Your right hand can reach across to your left thigh. The left arm can go up. And again, you can add rotation, nuances. And hold, yes, make it your own. Oh, beautiful. Act like I'm pulling your arm. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take an inhale. And exhale, put that hand down on the floor. Now you're really tall. You're going to add rotation. Look over your shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2. And we're going to add a fun variation where you go down on the floor. You can stay here or stretch out your leg and reach it behind you. There's a stretch on the front of the hip in this. 5, you can reach through your right arm. Act like I'm pulling your right arm and your right leg. 4, 3, 2. Take another inhale. And exhale, come up. We're going to put those legs up, flip them the other way, and this is a good chance to grab a little bit of water if you need. So you're going to be in mermaid.
Your left hand is at your right knee. You're in a double triangle leg. Now, if your hip is wildly off the floor, sometimes it's a tight TFL, and you can use a pillow to put under a hip to even up those hips. Or even better trick is to use the foam roller to roll out that TFL, and it can get you flat within a minute sometimes. So I've helped people where they can't get their hip down, and all we do is roll up the TFL a bit, and then it lets go enough. It lengthens it enough to let the pelvis be on the floor. Now, breathing into the side, you're stretching, act like I'm pulling your right arm, inhale. A lovely stretch, come up, and then let your hand come behind you, inhale, and exhale, add a rotation, look over your shoulder. This is high rotation. It's like you're a mermaid looking over her shoulder at the ocean, towards the horizon, to see all the possibilities that lie ahead of you. Take an inhale. Now, as you exhale, the hands can come down, and your sternum might come down. Reach your left arm long, and if you want to reach your left leg long, that whole from your left finger to your left toes line is strong and long. 5, 4, 3, 2, reaching, inhale, and then slowly come back up, and good. Let the hands go to the feet, and then lift up in a balance. I have to move my shirt. Good. Now, if you'd like, you can take the feet in a bent knee or long knee position. This is Ubaya, double hamstring stretch. You're trying to balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and on the exhale, you can let go of the feet and then lower your feet back down to the floor. We're going to let the legs go long. This is the rack posture. Lift up. Now lengthen your right arm up and behind you. The fingertips face away. Look at your elbow. Bend it excessively if you tend to hyperextend, because I just want to make sure they do not bend backwards. They don't hyperextend here. And left arm up and behind you. Left fingertips away. Now, you can walk your hands in closer by the arm, the humerus, not just the wrist. Now, soften your weight on the hands. You're more in your upper back muscles. Lift up. Check the elbows are soft. What I see looks good. This is the rack posture. You can tell how it's a really great complement to prevent the forward rounding that can happen without intervention in the upper back and the chest and shoulders. Lift up. There's a golden thread attached to your sternum, lifting it to the ceiling. You're light. You're not hanging out in the wrist. Your elbows feel great. If your elbows have any uncomfortable sensation, you're probably accidentally bending them backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to let them go. They might feel light. Go up. And on your exhale, now this is gentle, forward fold. We're not aggressive with the stretch ever. Paschimottanasana. It's in stretching the whole back side of the body. You gain some of your strength from your past. So that's the esoteric meaning of this posture. Let your eyes soften and close. There's a gentle flexion here which calms the nervous system. It calms the parasympathetic system. Relaxing, letting go. Letting your exhales relax you. And 5. And 4. The belly of the hamstring stretches, never the knee and never the booty. It's the belly, the muscle. So it's a gentle stretch. It feels good. 3, 2, and inhale, come up. And then we're going to take the right ankle to left thigh. You're going to move your knees in. Let your right ankle go to your left thigh. Now you remember how we did this seated. Now we're going to do this, or we did the standing. Now we're going to do this seated. So I'm using my arms as a way to get myself in a little package here. Your elbows are soft. You're lifting up through your shoulders and your chest. Good, so I'll show you from different views. Basically, you're just a little package. Yeah. Now you can move this. It's almost like you're playing the harmonica, and your shin is the harmonica, and you're moving the harmonica right and left. So there are 6 deep external rotators down in there, and you notice you might feel subtle nuances and areas you need. So there's a good one for me. I'm going to hold, relaxing. 5, lifting up the heart. 4, 3, 2, and then let that go. Now just shake it out a little bit. We are going to do the other side, and ankle to thigh. Left side. Come in, get in a little closer. I hope you're enjoying the seated stretches as much as I am today. You guys look great. Your pinky toe can pull back towards your shin, and that prevents any, that helps the knee stay in a really safe place by engaging those peroneals. Close up that little package, your little package. You can play the harmonica. Mm-hmm. And hold 5. Found a good place. There's 1, 4, 3, 2. We'll take another inhale and exhale to let that go. And this next one is called the Dragonfly. So we're going to take a more shin hand position. You see how I'm like a quadruped? Right arm, I'm going to move my drink so I don't spill, but right arm is going to go underneath, left arm on top. Now walk them out evenly. So this is not the one where you're on one arm and one arm such. This is Dragonfly. Now keep going until you feel a posterior deltoid stretch. You can turn your gaze to look at that left arm. And I'm going to turn so you can see my booty's up in the air. If I'm back like this, I won't feel the stretch as much. And you can flip your palm. I generally like a palm up position, but you can experiment what's working for you. Relax. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, gently come back. And you can release any tension. We're going to take the other side. So your other side, left, let's see, right arm on top. Walk out evenly. Now, palm up. You can take your gaze towards the arm that's on top. So you're feeling the rear deltoid. Your weight can come more forward for more intensity. Nothing should hurt or feel like it's ripping. Take another inhale. And then on your exhale, gently come back out. That was wonderful. And terrific. All right, we'll take one we did yesterday. Notice how your booty is in the middle of your legs. Okay. Now this is a hip stretch. If you need a block or a roller, you can sit on it. The right arm's going to go on top, the left arm's on the bottom. Good. And then see how much you can relax here. Your spine's upright. Sometimes in this posture, I've noticed people have to move their spine to get into it and move their head. Even if you have to do that, which we don't want to, but let's say we did, then straighten up again. Now the ribs are evenly over the pelvis, the head's pulled back, and then breathe and expand that posture from the inside out. Shine your light. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Now on your exhale, you can, the right thigh's on top, you can spin. Whoa! I was so relaxed. Okay, left thigh on top now. Ideally, the knees are over top of each other. Left arm back. And you're on your booty. You're not on your foot right now. You're not sitting on your foot. Lift up. Now, if you had to move somehow to get into the posture, just realign. Ribs are over the pelvis. They're not shifted to the side. You're not leaning over. Your head is pulled up like a crown, like there's a golden thread attached to your crown. There you go. Yeah, help it out with the other hand. That's okay. Now let's expand that breath. Head up, chin up. Atta girl. Beautiful. You did it. Inhale. Now on your exhale, let it go. We're going to let those feet go out. We're going to take just a 5-second graceful descent. Take an inhale. Now on your exhale, 5. Scoot. 4, 3, 2. Now once you're down, feet on the floor, curl the spine up and hold. You can interlace the fingers and make this a Sthiti Bandhasana bridge pose. We did a lot of extensions today, but we just did them differently. So we did them in some camels, for example, and the Posterior. So I'm going to add on a possibility in the kneeling bow pose. So we did some back bends. If you want to do it more, this is Chakrasana. Stand on your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale. Now I'm going to join you in bridge. When you're ready, release your hands, curl down, and then gently hug. And you can stir, you can circle, just do a little release. We're going to settle down into a Shavasana, which is letting the mind die, the chatter of the mind, sometimes distract us from experiencing our inner truest self, which is our connection to source or our higher being or each other. So just let yourself relax like you're in a cloud and as if you're becoming part of the cloud. You're nothing but space. You're not your identifiers or your labels. You're in a safe, protected cloud, and you're part of the cloud. Just take a moment to notice that sense of lightness, of air. And keep that sense of peace as you begin to awaken the fingers and the toes. And as you slowly come up towards a seated position with your eyes soft or closed, sitting comfortably. And take a moment to set an intention for your day. What is it that you want to have for your day? And take 3 breaths, just resting in that intention, being focused on that. What is it you want? Notice how that feels. And that way you can come back to that intention anytime you want to during the day when you feel distracted, unfocused, agitated. You can come back to that sense of peace and calm and gentle purpose. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad you came. Thank you so much. I had a really good time. Thank you for joining.
Yes, good job. That was so fun. Thank you so much for joining. Bye, guys.